But we actually play a game on camera, usually once a night, where we give out a free credit to the website, vintagebreaks.com.
Yeah.
And we call it Guess.gum. Yeah. So we archive it and label the year. Now you have to understand, this is actually not that vile. We've had gum before that looks like it caught a disease.
Yeah. No, this looks pretty good.
Yeah, don't get any ideas. I don't want you to get ill. All right, that's good. All right, excellent. Believe it or not,
Fun stuff.
do you know Rico? Do you know Rico Petrocelli?
Well, yeah,
sure.
I know Rico.
So,
met
he's
him
a great
somewhere.
guy.
Yeah.
And we did a little radio / internet. Ooh, Nolan Ryan record breaker.
There you go.
Nice card. I knew you'd bring some luck.
So the first one is Marty.
Yes, the
Was
first
Marty-
one's Marty Patton.
Marty Patton.
I can't say I remember who he is.
Yeah, I probably faced him if he was Royals, probably at the end of his career.
So let's make sure we show everyone on camera the card.
Yeah.
What's cool about the first card here is it's fairly nicely centered. So in cards, think about it like a piece of art.
Yeah, that's
you want it to be centered in the frame.
Pretty well centered.
Yeah.
I'd say a little off, but pretty well, right?
That's what I got to tell you if you're looking for a little extra work when you're done with other projects. You could use a grader. Okay, card number two, we got Nolan Ryan.
So tell me about that, the record breaker. Pretty good card.
Yes. So, wow. Okay, so this is really exciting. I'm going to tell you why. So,
the random order again goes to that.
It's right here on the screen.
So this was the name card.
So this is Leroy K.
Oh, got it. Okay,
Yep,
Leroy.
that was the original names we started with. We put it in the randomizer. Yep, and then that's the list we came up with. So what's great is not only is he get a Hall of Famer, but check out the condition of that card. It's gradable, or it looks gradable at first glance. To be fair.
Yeah.
I have to look into my office. Might be a little off center, top to bottom, but if you check that out, gorgeous card.
Yeah.
And what's really fun about what we do is we have the ability to grade our cards with PSA, which is the company that grades them. You know, they're a publicly owned company, and so this card in particular for Leroy, if he'd like, we will grade it for him on the house. Because he's got a really nice card, and we want everyone to be happy and get some nice cards. Yeah. So let's see what we got.
I just got to say, one day I was out playing with my kids in my front yard in the 80s, and I noticed a ball in the shrubs. And I went over there and picked it up. My kids had taken my Nolan Ryan ball and gone out and played with it.
No. Do they ever do that with any of your equipment? Or
I'm sure.
I love it. Yeah. You're like, maybe I'd rather just not know.
Yeah. No, my kids were taking BP with some of my bats when they were growing up.
That's
it was great. Anyway, so this is for our third...
yeah, this is third card, Clay Carroll.
Clay Carroll. I think I might have faced him at the end of his career.
Yeah. Well, he looks real happy,
whatever
it's worth.
He's with the Sox. If I faced him, it was with the Reds.
So this is going out to Kevin W.
Okay, Kevin W. Nice going.
Yeah. So you see a little bit off-centered. See how there's like, no border there really, or very little. So that's how they determine if it's centered.
I got you.
Okay. Card number 4 coming up here is Glenn Abbott.
And our next three, where's the random?
All good to Kevin.
Kevin again?
Yep. Apparently he was very excited at the end of the break.
And Kevin and Brian Billingsley. Yep. Okay.
And those folks are regulars of our show. So this is Glenn Abbott. This is card number 4.
Great.
Do you remember like the upstart Mariners? Did you guys look at it like?
Well, we didn't have interleague play back when I played. So, but I was from Portland, Oregon. So I was, I knew about the Mariners but I don't remember what their first year was.
69 or 70?
Yes. So I was in high school.
Yeah.
Mariners.
76, 77.
Yeah, probably right around.
I signed in 74, so I was in the minor leagues. I didn't know what was going on.
Did you believe when you were playing in the minors that you were actually going to play in the show and you were going to make it?
Well, I was a catcher, so I got called up in September just because I was a catcher. Sure. And I had a little promise, but I didn't really know I was going to make it probably till after about 3 years playing. Because I kind of struggled. But once I started hitting, got a little stronger, I thought maybe I got a shot.
What was that like for the first 3 years then? In other words, who did you lean on? Like the coaches, a dad?
Yeah, in the minor leagues. Well, my parents, of course. I talked to them a lot. I had a great high school coach.
That you kept in touch with?
Yes,
that's really cool.
And Jack Dunn in the Portland, Oregon area. Hall of Fame college coach and high school coach. So, we'd talk and he'd remind me of, all the basics. And then the minor leagues, you just rely on your teammates. You're just hanging in there.
Yeah, it's almost like you got to rub two sticks together to eat. I've heard the minor league conditions aren't so great.
Yeah. So, but cool. It was a good time, kind of struggled a bit. Water. Is there any? I would
There
love
should
it.
be.
Just. Oh wait. Oh no, I don't have my bag. Yeah, if there's any around.
Yeah, John, go up front. We'll get you one.
Great, thank you. Okay, so what do we got?
So we got Wilbur Howard, and that's going out to Kev. That's his last card in the pack. Excuse me, there's one more. This is card number 5. You remember Wilbur Howard?
I might have played against him. Let me check the back of his.
Sure.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Man, you're gonna have to read that for me.
Sure.
What-
So he started with the Brewers, and he played with the Stros from 74 through 76. And
I might have played against him. Yeah.
do you remember like the Astros uniforms back then? Did you think they were crazy to you? Like with all the rainbow?
Well, you know, with at that time, uniforms kind of reflect the styles of the day. So bright color, you know, you're kind of like, yeah, that's cool.
So it sounds like you maybe went out to the clubs a little bit in the 70s. You know about the color. And the... All right, listen, we'll talk about it on another show. All right.
Not me. Not me.
Okay, skip Lockwood. Card number 6 is coming up here. And this is going out again to Brian.
Okay, nice going, Brian.
Nice card.
Skip Lockwood, yeah.
Just a little off center left to right.
Yep.
Now, when
That's
you
good.
faced Nolan Ryan back in the day, do you have any recollection of like, oh my God, I can never get a hit off this guy, or you
Yeah,
like
not-
facing a power pitcher?
Not very many good recollections. No, I mean, you know, I did a few things well off of Nolan, but most of the time he got you. So
Sure. You know, for me, when I was playing, ball at a much younger age, the power pitchers really scared me.
well, yeah. I mean, it's still a thing when you're a player. Is that the guys that throw the hardest are always the toughest.
Oh, so even
Yeah.
for the pros.
Yeah,
All right, I like to hear that.
absolutely.
So this is card number 7. This is
And
going to go
it's
up to Justin.
And who's
Gene Pence, another
Pence.
Stro. Remember
Yeah,
him?
Astros. I don't know if we crossed paths. I think he was older than me.
Jeff Burroughs.
Now,
Recognize that
I
name?
know Jeff really well.
Cool.
Played with Jeff. In fact, a little known fact here, my bat that I used, so Jeff was with the Braves when I broke in. And
Charles.
what you usually do, even as a pro sometimes back then anyway, is who's the best hitter on your team? Let me try his bat.
Sure. I did that in Little League.
Jeff was an excellent hitter. So most of my career I used a B310,
Okay.
and that B stands for Burroughs.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
that was Jeff's bat.
Um,
Occasionally I used a K55 at the end of my career, but most of my career I used a B310.
what'd your bat weigh usually? About.
I used a B310, 34 and a half inches, 32 ounces, so relatively light. But, I just like the lighter bat. I wish I could.
So did I.
I wish I could. Yeah, well, you get a little bit better bat speed, but
Definitely.
if you can use a heavier bat, the ball will go further. But so Jeff was great.
That's cool. Out of curiosity, do you remember back then, like the Topps day, they would come and take photographs? I'm curious.
Oh
what that was
yeah,
like.
you always knew. You always knew when you were shooting for tops.
Now,
And,
did some of the guys try to gag them, and do funny stuff?
Oh
or
yeah,
dress?
I think some of the stuff was kind of funny. They, but most of the time you knew it was going on a card, so you wanted to take it kind of serious. I mean, not be too goofy.
Absolutely.
But I know some of the guys messed with it.
This is Mike Torres.
Yeah, I remember Mike.
Card number 9 actually looks pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Great.
Of course, I remember his years as a kid watching him. Didn't he play with Boston? Wasn't he in some of those real good
I believe he was.
real good Boston?
So this actually says Cardinals and Expos, and it was on the A's there last.
Okay. So this is a really interesting card here for me. Darold Knowles, especially in light of the fact that Bryce Harper chose to wear number 3 with the Phillies. So a lot of people online have been asking me, well, didn't you wear number 3 with the Phillies? And that's what, of course, I wore my whole career with the Rockies and mostly with the Braves where it's retired. But when I got traded to the Phillies, I didn't really, say, I want number 3.
Sure.
I just kind of showed up. I got traded there, and I was like, whatever. And Darold was the pitching coach with the Phillies, and he was wearing number 3. And he came over to my locker. He goes, "Here, I think you should wear it." And that was real
That
nice.
was really cool.
Real nice gesture of Darold Knowles, and he was the pitching coach. So when I got traded here and gave me number 3.
I got some
to the
goosebumps
Phillies.
from that. It's really ironic. The last card in the pack is someone who's so closely tied to you.
Yeah, it was a nice gesture.
Yeah, no, very
Of
much
Darold.
so. Cool. So we fired through the first pack. We're going to do one more quickly. I know you have a lot of
Great.
commitments today. We appreciate you joining us
Oh, this is
morning.
fun. I appreciate it.
This is great. Okay, so we have Dale Murphy. This is pack number 43.
You know, if you ever want to do me like remotely, if I'm not here with you, if you can do it remotely,
sure, we can
give me a
something.
call. Yeah,
absolutely.
It's fun.
Yeah, great. Well, I appreciate you saying that.
Okay,
We're
number
gonna
2. So what's our order here?
Hold on, let me get that ready for you guys.
Okay, he's gonna get it ready for us. I'm gonna randomize the list. Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Thank you. What's that? No, I'm good. This is good. Thanks, John. Thanks, me. Where are we here? Okay.
Yep. So that's the list. So this is interesting. This list of people, 8 folks bought into a 1955 Bowman pack the other day. So they're getting a free spot in this break. And the last 2 people, not that the first 8 aren't very special to me, but the last 2 people in this break, the 9th person was Crosby S. Crosby is my 4-year-old son.
Nice.
So I don't know if he's up with mommy watching this morning, but I wanted to get him a
All
card
right.
and document the whole
Oh,
experience.
cool.
I didn't do
Cool.
that the first 2 times that we met
All
with
right.
Mr.
Good luck,
Burroughs and
Crosby.
Dorset. And then lastly, it's actually my sister's husband, my brother-in-law, Tim G.
Okay.
He serves our country proudly. He's in the Army. And so
Where's
he's
he
definitely not up.
stationed?
He's actually in Washington, so he's
So
domestic right
Good. Good.
now. But they were in Hawaii for a number of years.
Thank you for your service. And that's Tim.
Tim.
Thank you, Tim.
Well, that's awesome, Mike. So I was hoping that we could do that. I'm sure he'll appreciate that, even if he's not watching because he's in the West Coast right now.
All right. Well, good luck, Tim.
Thanks so much.
You randomize.
All right, great. We're going to randomize the last pack, fire through this 8 times. So he pulls out the
Yeah.
randomizer so we can all see it. We simply just hit it 8 times. That's the list. Good luck to Jim, Casey, Jeff, Kurt, Evan, Dom, of course, Crosby, and Tim.
Crosby gets the first card.
Crosby gets the first card, of course. So Crosby was born the day after Christmas.
Oh,
And
nice.
my wife absolutely loves Christmas, as do I. But it kind of caught Christmas short a few years ago. He was born at 3 o'clock in the morning on the 26th.
That's it on the 26th.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm sure when we're
our
older.
son Tyson was born on the 27th, so
Oh,
we know what
wow.
it's like.
Were you in there
Of course,
for
we
a
had
few
8.
days, or?
We had 8, so we've got every date covered.
Like, what did you do when another
Oh.
another child's being born? Like,
I
did you
don't
just juggle?
I don't even remember. Well, once you have 3,
Yeah.
everybody says that you can just go
Yeah.
as far as you want.
Yeah, sure.
Once you're outnumbered.
Yeah, it's about being outnumbered.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on.
Yeah, sure. Take your time.
Are we okay on time?
We have to go. So.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're gonna
okay.
fire through this. It'll be one
Okay.
second.
Yes, sir.
We'll
Appreciate
go
you guys'
through.
patience.
Yeah,
Thanks so
thank
much. I know you have a lot to do too. It's kind of nice, actually. It's still quiet in the convention.
I can't get this to copy. I don't know why. All right, so
You just sit here drawing good.
I'm just gonna go here.
They actually, when I say they, our staff built this. A little shout out to our
Yeah,
good friend
it's
Chris
cool.
Gilmore from Atlanta, from Freedom Cardboard. Certainly a big
nice.
Braves fan.
Yeah.
He helped us with all the IT. All right, great. Let's get down to business here. This is the second pack we are opening with Mr. Murphy on this lovely Sunday morning. So we'll flip it over and start with card number 1, right there.
You done?
Yeah, I figured you already have dessert for one day. Why not for 2?
There you
Okay.
go.
Okay, so let's fire through this. Card number 1 is going out to Crosby. Love you, Bubba. Hope you're watching. If not, we'll watch it together later. It'll be a lot of fun. White Sox team card.
White Sox team card.
Well, this is kind of cool. Maury Wills. This is a turn back the clock, which, as a young baseball fan, I really enjoyed these cards because I felt like I was able to learn a little snippet of history.
Yeah, Maury, good guy.
Cool card, right?
Cool.
Yeah, it's a
Like
little bit
it.
off center left to right.
Yeah.
Now, we're really hoping for your rookie card.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
But there's 600 something cards in the set, 660 I
Sure.
believe, and we're opening 10, so it's not
Yeah.
necessarily the best chance, but we're certainly going to try.
This is the third card of the third day of the third month. Del Feast.
Number 3. Well, this is a good card then. Jeff G, this is yours.
Oh, is this number 3?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Bill Laxton,
From the Mariners.
Mariners.
Classic hat.
Oh, yeah. Those are actually very
That's cool.
desirable. Like
Yeah,
people
they're
collect
cool.
those these days. It's card number 4. It's going out to you, Jim. Thanks for your support. Sid Monge, or
Yeah, Sid Monge. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I remember. So, yeah.
Gentlemen.
I certainly
Sid.
didn't know him. Yeah, you could jump in anytime, me.
Face Sid.
So that is card number
Thank
5, Evan. Me, let me know at the end if you want us to plug your company and such.
Teammate of mine after the Yankees.
Very cool.
Chris Chambliss was on our early '80s teams with the Braves. probably the reason why we
Dom?
got really good really quick because we had a really good first
Ooh,
baseman.
former teammate.
You know what? He
Oh,
retired.
missed. I just
He
realized.
retired at 89.
Yeah.
I got through.
That's still a
Schmitty.
really cool card.
Schmitty. Yeah, he's great.
So I think I've had this card in PSA 9 before. This is a really nice card. This is going out. Ooh, this is going out to Tim. Congratulations, Tim.
That's going.
That's
Tim.
up. Yep, my brother-in-law. I'm very happy. That's awesome. Good looking card. Okay, a couple more cards here. Keats, Mackanin.
Yep.
Isn't it impressive what the Expos did in their short stints?
Yeah.
It really is.
No, they did.
Okay, that's yours, Chef. Thanks for your support. Jeff G coming up, and then we got one more card after that. Al Cowens.
That was a good hitter.
Yeah, he looks like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
locked in there.
Yeah, and he had a real kind of a funky stance.
Who's the funkiest stance you remember from your playing days? I have someone in mind.
Well, go ahead. All right.
Julio Franco.
Well, yeah.
That was the
No
wild.
question.
I tried to imitate him in my backyard doing home run
Good luck
derby.
with that.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
Wasn't very successful. Okay, and this is last card. Card number 10, Mike
Mike
Garman.
Nice.
Wow, it's a very well-centered card. That's yours, Casey. Well, listen, Mr. Murphy, thanks so
Thank
much for
you.
joining us today.
Thanks for having me. I'd like to do it again sometime.
That'd be awesome.
All right. Thank
Mr.
you.
Murphy. Appreciate
That was
it.
fun. Sorry, no rookie card.
That's all
Next
right.
time.
Next time.
Next time.
We'll keep opening until we get one.